concerned, Miss Fletcher, you're in perfect physical condition.
You found nothing wrong?
I found no sign of a virus or any contagious disease.
Oh, well, that is a relief. I was somewhat concerned.
Perhaps it's emotional stress. Mrs. Vasquez mentioned that you had been through an ordeal with those kidnappers.
Yes, but those men are no threat to me any longer. I know that they are safely behind bars.
But you still may not have gotten over the emotional shock. Sometimes that takes quite a while for a person to recover fully.
Yes. I must admit the one thing that continues to trouble me is the knowledge that this kidnapping and wife-selling continues to be conducted by more unscrupulous men, and that other poor women are their victims.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you ever manage to escape from these kidnappers?
I would still be a captive. Indeed, I would have been sold had it not been for Mr. Buchanan. Almost single-handedly, with the wiles of a Ulysses, and at great peril to himself, he rescued me from my abductors.
I believe Mrs. Vasquez mentioned a Clint Buchanan.
Ah, the very same man. Yes, he is a great friend of both Mr. and Mrs. Vasquez. In fact, he was instrumental in making the peace between the ranchers and the farmers in this territory.
He must be quite a man.
Oh, he is indeed. I'm surprised you have not heard mention of him in town.
Well, I've only been here such a short time.
I see. Well, you will, no doubt, hear about him. He is an extraordinary man. He possesses the qualities of tenderness and great courage that are required in this Arizona territory. Oh, gracious, listen to me chattering like a schoolchild. It must be my enormous relief at having been given a clean bill of health by you, Doctor.
Perhaps. But it is evident that Mr. Buchanan has a special place in your heart.
That is so. I cannot deny that.
That also could explain these symptoms you've been experiencing.
What do you mean, Doctor?
Well, perhaps you've been experiencing an illness of the heart. Something more commonly known as being lovesick.
Love sickness very common?
Well, yes, it is. It's a common manifestation of falling in love.
I see. Doctor, you must forgive my ignorance, but you see, I have had very little experience in matters of love. I would appreciate it very much if you would explain to me what it means to be lovesick.
Please forgive me. I didn't expect you to take me seriously.
Oh, no. Please, Doctor, elaborate. I am eager for all kinds of knowledge.
Well, I haven't had much experience myself in matters of love, but it sometimes is accompanied by real physical symptoms.
Such as?
Such as becoming distracted, lightheadedness, flushed cheeks, pale cheeks.
Loss of appetite? Excessive daydreaming? Inability to concentrate?
Yes, Miss Fletcher.
What do you prescribe as a cure?
Well, there is no cure.
Well, then medicine cannot be nearly as advanced as you seem to believe it is.
One way is to pursue the object of one's love. It seems that the symptoms seem to disappear once one has settled down and started having a family.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
I can pursue the man, Doctor. I cannot give him a family. I am barren.
Whatever gave you that notion?
The last doctor who gave me a physical examination determined that I was barren as a result of having had red-eye fever as a child.
You must have spent your childhood in San Francisco.
Yes, most of it, at any rate. Actually, the very earliest symptoms of the fever occurred while we were still living in St. Louis, but then when we got to San Francisco, the fever became much more severe, and I was near death. My parents sought the advice of a doctor who diagnosed red-eye fever and pulled me through.
You say you first showed symptoms of the illness in St. Louis.
Yes?
Well, then I must tell you that your doctor's diagnosis was wrong.
How could you possibly say that? I was deathly ill.
I understand that, but the epidemic of red-eye fever was indigenous to the San Francisco area. It was written up in the medical journals precisely for that specific idiosyncrasy. So you see, it would have been impossible for you to have caught the disease in St. Louis.
But how could the doctor have been mistaken? He saved my life.
Whatever it was, they must have had similar symptoms, and the doctor presumed you'd lived there all your life.
Are you telling me that I am not barren?
I've examined you thoroughly, Miss Fletcher, and I've found nothing to indicate infertility. You are as fit as Mrs. Vasquez to bear children.
Jenny, I just saw the doctor right off. What is the matter with you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I am in perfect health. I have never been so healthy in my entire life. May!
What?
I can have babies. Do you know what that means?
Well, me, you can have a baby.
Yes, I can have babies. You see, I have believed for years that I was barren. I thought that I could never give any man a family, and the only person I ever told that to was Clint. And now it has turned out that what I told Clint was not true.
My goodness, that's a terrible thing to have been carrying around with you your whole life.
Well, yes, it was difficult. It was particularly difficult when the doctor first told me, but I was resigned to it. I didn't like it, but I was resigned to it. But now it is as if a giant cloud has drifted away from over my head and the sun is shining through.
Well, that's good, Jenny, but what about this fainting that happened in here?
Oh, he told me the reason for that.
Well, what's wrong?
I'm lovesick. I'm crazy in love with Clint Buchanan.
Well, if that's all the matter is, why don't you get yourself out there, get that man to marry you, settle down and have a kid, and if that doesn't cure it, nothing's going to cure it. Jenny? What are you waiting here for?
I just realized something. Would you do me a very great favor, please, and don't mention to anyone what I just told you about Dr. West Smith?
You don't want anybody to know that you can have children.
That's right.
But you're going to tell Clint about it because you want him to know that you made a mistake, right?
I don't know that I can.
Jenny, you're in love with him, and you want to marry him, and you want to have his children, and this is news that's going to make him real happy.
I know that. But you... Oh, May, I cannot explain it to you now.
What?
I must think things through before I decide what to do. I must think long and hard because my entire future with Clint could depend on this.
All done. And boy, do they smell good. I think I'll run this out to Cody and tell him about my clean bill of health and give him one of these muffins.
Jenny? Did you say something, May?
I'm going to be outside, okay?
Yes, fine. Oh, please remember not to mention to anyone what I told you that Dr. West Smith told me.
I won't.
Thank you. If Clint finds out that I am not barren, that I can indeed have children, I'm sure he will believe that I belong with Randolph Lord. And he will do everything in his power to see to it that Randolph and I are reunited. And that would be the end of any hope I might have for a future with Clint.
Hello there, young lady.
Hello, Clint.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm helping May out.
Shouldn't you be taking it easy?
Why on earth would you say that?
Well, I found out from May that you were feeling kind of puny, and the new doctor gave you an examination.
What else did May tell you?
Nothing. I asked her what his diagnosis was, and she just giggled like she'd had too much sun.
Well, then, I can assure you that there is absolutely nothing to worry about. I am in perfect health.
You don't seem yourself.
Oh, how do I seem?
I don't know. You keeping something from me?
Yes! I'm in love!